collaborative effort in rebuilding the nation. Nigerian army arrests 10 suspected terrorists in Taraba State. On the foreign scene, over 20 children die in Thailand school bus fire. In sports, former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua dropped 6 places in boxing organization rankings. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for collaborative effort of the people, especially youth, in the government as the country pulls through a rebuilding process. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this at a low-key 64th National Independence Day celebration held at the Lagos House Marina.
And therefore, to the youth of Lagos, we hear you, and I hear you. I see you. We see your energy. We see your passion. We see your desire for a better Nigeria. And I want to assure you, it shall not be in vain. That is why in the coming months, our administration will be more transparent than we've ever been before. We will work twice as hard. We will work twice as fast. And we'll deliver twice as much.
Sanwo-Olu reminded Lagosians of the strength, resilience, and creativity that defined the state. Despite the challenges facing the nation currently, which he believed would soon be a thing of the past, with patience and unity. The governor noted that in coming months, his administration will be more transparent, strengthen channels of communication, make plans to progress known, listen to concerns and feedback, as well as ideas put forward for action.
And therefore, on this 64th independence anniversary, let us recommit ourselves to the values that unite us. The values of hard work, of resilience, and a shared belief in a brighter tomorrow. Let us rise above our differences and distrust. Lagos thrives when we all thrive, when we all come together as one people.
Commissioner for Home Affairs Ibrahim Layode said Nigeria's 64th anniversary is a call to serve the nation and exhibit patriotism towards a greater Nigeria. He said the ministry is working in tandem with the Themes Plus developmental agenda of the state government to ensure religious tolerance and youth inclusivity is achieved at all levels, stressing that in the coming years, the state will continue to develop strategy that will improve well-being of the citizens. Our correspondent Adeola Akinele reports that the governor inspected the guards of honor while prayers were offered by both Muslim and Christian clerics for the peace and prosperity of the state and the country in general after cutting of the independence cake. Also, Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has urged Nigerians to embrace peace, dialogue, and engage in sober reflection. According to a press statement signed by the Chairman House Committee on Information and Strategy and Security, Ogundikpe Stephen, on behalf of the Speaker and members of the Lagos Assembly, the Speaker emphasized the importance of fostering a spirit of unity and understanding among all Nigerians. Obasa called for constructive dialogue and peace resolutions to address the challenges facing the nation. The Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has partnered with the Spinal Cord Injury Association of Nigeria, SCIAN, and the Lagos State branch of the Red Cross Society to increase public awareness on best practices for rescuing accident victims during emergencies. General Manager of LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, emphasized the need to educate the public on safe techniques for helping accident victims. Oyetunde Lawal stressed the improper rescue methods could exacerbate injuries during emergencies. She reiterated LASODA's commitment to working with SCIAN and other disability organizations in Lagos to promote better awareness and understanding of these critical issues. Now to the rest of the stories. Troops of 6th Brigade Nigerian Army Sector 3 Operation Wild Stroke OPWS have arrested 10 suspects comprising 8 Boko Haram terrorist BHT and 2 high-profile kidnapper informant in Taraba State. Acting Assistant Director of 6th Brigade Army Public Relations, Olubodunde Oni, said, acting on reliable intelligence, troops conducted a raid on the residence of one of the terrorist leaders, Tukura Abdul Karim, in the Sunkani ward of Ardo Kola local government area, which led to the arrest of one Abdul Karim and 7 additional suspects who had traveled from various states to join the terror cell. Oni said investigation revealed that the terrorists were planning to establish a sleeper cell within Taraba State to launch improvised explosive device attacks on innocent individuals and critical facilities within the state. According to him, Abdul Karim also confessed to having joined the BHT with his brother Adamu Abdul Karim for a long period, who is still hibernating in the bush with the terrorists at an unknown area. Items recovered from the suspects include 9 mobile phones, identity cards, wraps of controlled items suspected to be marijuana, and other hard drugs. Kebbi State's Governor Nasir Idris has called on the Federal Ministry of Works to urgently repair a collapsed bridge that connects Kebbi, Sokoto, and Zamfara State to the southern parts of the country. Idris made the appeal during an inspection of the damaged bridge, emphasizing that the collapse would severely impact traders and farmers who rely on the route for commerce. He expressed concerns that the collapse would disrupt businesses in both regions and observed that motorists were being forced to take a longer detour through Dakingari in Suru local government area of Kebbi State. Idris urged the Federal Ministry of Works to expedite repairs to prevent further economic setbacks and advocated for regular maintenance of federal roads and bridges to avoid similar incidents in the future. In foreign news, emergency workers in Thailand have recovered the bodies of 23 people from a school bus which crashed and caught fire outside the capital, Bangkok. The bus was carrying dozens of school children back from a trip to the north of the country. The vast majority of victims are believed to be children. Videos from the scene showed flames engulfing the bus as it burned under an overpass, with huge clouds of dense black smoke billowing into the sky. The country's transport minister said the bus was powered by extremely risky compressed natural gas. In sport now, former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has plummeted 6 places in the latest World Boxing Organization rankings following his defeat to Daniel Dubois, while Nigeria's Efe Ajagba is the 10th. Joshua, who went into the fight as the world #1 and hot favorite, suffered a shocking 5th-round knockout loss to Dubois at Wembley Stadium in front of 95,000 fans. The defeat has seen the British-Nigerian boxer drop from the top spot to 7th place in the rankings. He was knocked down 4 times in 5 rounds before the referee waved off the contest. Despite the setback, Joshua remains defiant about his future in boxing, stating he stands in a video message to his fans. And that's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, always carry out proper adequate checks on your vehicle before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 dual furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for collaborative effort of the people, especially youth, with the government as the country pulls through a rebuilding process. Troops of 6th Brigade Nigerian Army Sector 3 Operation Wild Stroke OPWS have arrested 10 suspects comprising 8 Boko Haram terrorists and 2 high-profile kidnapper informant in Taraba State. We also told you that emergency workers in Thailand have recovered the bodies of 23 people from a school bus which crashed and caught fire outside the capital, Bangkok. Finally, in sport, former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua has plummeted 6 places in the latest World Boxing Organization rankings following his defeat to Daniel Dubois, while Nigeria's Efia Jagba is the 10th. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.